Hi, I'm Wyatt with BVO Adventure Vehicles, and today we're going to go over how to winterize your Overland Explorer Vehicles Camp-X. Winterization is an important part of maintaining your camper and making sure that the water system will function for years to come. So, to winterize your Camp-X, you're going to need a rag, the winterization hose kit that came with your camper, some RV antifreeze, and a bucket and or a drain hose, just so you don't make a mess of your truck. Your water tank bypass valve is located here just under your water pump. What we are going to need to do is turn it into the position that is facing this brass cap. You then want to remove the brass cap, and this is where you may need a rag because water may come out of that brass cap. Once removed, you're going to take your winterization hose that came with your camper and thread it onto the location where the brass cap came up. Next up, you're going to want to take your RV antifreeze and just stick the end of the hose into the container. Next, we move over to the instrument panel of your Camp-X. Simply open it up and locate your water heater bypass valve. You're going to want to turn this in the direction of the bypass circuit because we don't want to get antifreeze within the water heater. This valve will also remain in this position until the dewinterization happens. To confirm that you are in the bypass, it will say bypass on the valve just behind this now. We're going to move out to the driver's side of the camper, locate your sink drain, and you just want to open that. We will be running water and antifreeze through it, so it does help to grab a bucket, as there will likely be some water in it from your last trip, and as we will be running water through it, either have someone here holding a bucket or have a drain hose just so it's not covering the side of your truck. Coming over to the Truma access panel, you're going to want to open it up, and what we're going to do is drain all the water out of the Truma. Start by opening your trough, and I would recommend to stand aside as there's likely water that will come out of this. Remove your filter and let that drain. You can also open up your pressure relief valve, as that will relieve the pressure and allow more water to drain out of the water heater. Next up, we're going to turn on the water pump, open up your sink, and you're going to want to run this until you see red. So I crack it open a quarter of the way. There you go, all the way. Wait till you see pink. And that is shut. And now that system is fully winterized. Your pump's still on. You're going to return to the outside of your camper, open up your external shower, insert your shower hose. You're going to want to run this until you see pink out of the cold, move it over to the hot, run it until you see pink out of the hot. You've now filled the external systems of your camper with antifreeze, and it will be safe for winter travel. The final step of the winterization is now just finishing everything up. You're going to want your rag for this, as there will likely be a small spillage of coolant. Remove the winterization hose kit. Set that to the side. Take your brass cap and reinstall it onto the open port. You're going to leave your tank bypass valve in the bypass position, as we don't want to get antifreeze into the water tank. Finally, we are going to drain the water tank. That is done by locating this orange lever down here and simply turning it into the flat position. That'll drain your water out of your tank and into the drain hole in the bottom of the camper. Recommend you just leave this open for the rest of the season, possibly drive around for a couple days, and that'll ensure that all the water in the tank flows out. Congratulations, you've now successfully winterized your OEV Camp-X. If you have any more questions, feel free to contact us at Boulder Vehicle Outfitters, 720-413-1311, or you can consult the manual that came in your camper. Most of the bypass valves will remain bypassed until your dewinterization, which you can click on a video up here to see.